Welcome. Hello. Thank you so much for tapping in, tuning in with I, Enchantress, the Babbler, on our revolutionary rise of high that is happening at this time. So, we are going to do something different today. Well, starting off, it's not that we're doing anything different, it's going to be a little different it's still probably going to be a long video. I'm not going to try to make it so long, but it's targeted towards these piles right here that you see. So there's 4 piles. I'm asking you to choose one. Okay. Right. So these are mystery theme oracles. So we don't know what's going to go on here. We don't know what the theme is, topic, what messages are in each of these different cards. I'm going to be using other tarot and oracle cards for each of the piles. The mystery piles, I don't know which ones I'm going to be using. Again, it's mystery upon mystery upon mystery, right? We are going to explore each of these a little bit more. And so now that we're here, there's 4 piles. I don't know. I've been accumulating this piles throughout the day and stuff because I've been meaning to record for a while. So this has grown in time. Like every time I pass by, I add another type of shuffling of whatever this is going to be. So it's a mystery theme with different cards and stuff. So I'm even going to participate. I'm going to choose one myself. But there's 4, right? So there's 4 cards here. 4 piles here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. Which are you gonna choose? 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 Ooh, I'm feeling heat on all of them. I'm gonna go with this one. Okay. Doo-ding. You heard that? All right. So that was perfect then. I chose the right one. All right. So if you are gonna choose this with me, we save hours. For later. Right? We save hours. I'm gonna put hours over here, away from everybody else's. Okay. Now, if you chose this pile right here, we're gonna start with you. All right. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. 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 Oh no. This is gonna last here. Okay. 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 We're gonna keep that here like that. Okay. And we're gonna hold that over here like that. You're gonna stay right there. You're gonna hold that up. Okay, because that's gonna be the next one, and then the other one. Okay. So let us dive in. Right? I don't know what's in any of these. La orange. Okay. La orange. So you like to look good. You look good. Not that you just like to look good, but you look good. Okay. Right? You even have Leo in your chart, right? Somewhere. Prayer flags. Prayer flags are the physical representation of the wish to send love into the world. Try saying thank you out loud whenever you see them flapping in the wind, right? So let's be a little bit more grateful and thankful in our lives for all the wonderfulness that's happening in our lives, right? What is your angel number? 999. Thank the past for your lesson and leave it where it belongs so you can make the best of the life that is still waiting to be fulfilled by only you. I am unique. And yes, you are, right? So what is this question here? Doesn't it seem like that was too easy? Hanging low fruit. What are these? Right? So even from here, you can choose, right? Hanging, low, or fruit. I'm giving you the opportunity to choose one. Okay, doesn't it seem like that was too easy? Hanging, low, or fruit? If you chose hanging, is it possible this is an elaborate setup? If you chose fruit, it's not over yet, eyes on the prize. And if you choose low, you were prepared and you crushed it, right? So, right, and then for this right here too, it's like also like I hear like are you blaming anyone for anything, right? The ones that chose hanging, right? Is it possible this is an elaborate setup, like always looking for a cause instead of looking for a solution, right? Something like that. But all right, so we're continuing, right? Moon energy, and we're in this full moon energy too. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible, right? So these are like, okay, we're gonna continue, we're gonna add courage. So this is making me think you definitely have like Leo in your chart too, if you chose that one, right? So here we have courage, right? Courage. You are being invited to summon your courage and take the next right action. Drawing this card can be nudging you to let go of any fears you are having and boldly move ahead. This is your moment to seize the day, live your dreams, and step forward with confidence. You can meditate on this symbol and mantra whenever you need a boost of encouragement. You could also look at the rune Swahilo, right? So it's lightning, right? The lightning bolt is a symbol of courage and was inspired by a fictional cartoon character and a real life character in my life. This card is dedicated to one of my first loves, Dennis, aka Shazam, the boy who was never afraid to try something new. A forever inspiration on this wild journey of life. Rest in power, right? So here we go. Right, and then also 999, right? 918, right? 27, 7, 8, 9. So it's 4 9. So it's a completion of something. It's still working on the final detailing of that which you are working on, right? It's still in transit during a cycle that is soon to be complete for the new beginning to emerge and show itself. So it's like the germination process. You could be in the germination process still working on the final completion of something, right? The bringing together of something, right? I just want to clean these up as I do so that way, right? So we can continue, right? So we can continue, right? Okay. So that we can continue. Two, working on your, like, as I'm looking at this, your solar plex, right? Chakra, right? And tapping into your creativity more, your expression and things like that. Bridget, right? Come close to my flame, warm yourself at my hearth. Feel the spark of inspiration, igniting your creativity. You see what I'm saying? Right? Igniting your creativity. Look deep into my waters for the prophecy and healing. I spread my green mantle over you for health and fertility, for the quickening of the land, for the protection of the new. Inspiration. Feel the spark of inspiration igniting your creativity. And I was just saying that before putting it down. And I just realized too that these are similar in color here, right? So yeah, big emphasis 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 on the sacral and solar plex chakra, the orange and the yellow chakra, right? And that expression, all right? Instincts here. I act on my instincts and notice the signs and symbols in my life. Affirmations, right? Affirmations. Right? These are just some cards that I've made for years. I'm always making stuff, right? Do not fear that which is not here. Your thoughts, your fears, your worries come from a space given to you by others. Up until this point, you knew no other way. It is why we have one another to remind each other of truth, love, and wisdom. Let us no longer fall prey to the victim state of mind way and love we trust. I love that, right? So here we go. Here we go. So for those of you that picked pile 1, what other messages do we have for you at this time? Individualist. You're an individualist. You're an original, right? You are expressive. You're learning, and if you're not fully there yet, you're starting to walk to the beat of your own drum, right? You're defying all rules, right? What are rules, right? Throw those out the window. The conditioning of the ways of this land, right? No, and you have deep feelings about this drive that you are having, and that the decisions that you're making and this path that you're on, right? You have a novel way of doing things, right? And it could be coming from a time too where there was a lot of self-doubt too, right? You were sensitive to criticisms, you were anxious, right? You were put in difficult situations, and you could still be being put in difficult situations, challenging situations, right? But you're in it, right? You're in it for the look, fairy godmother, nurturing, wise, materialist. So look, at there's something good coming your way too at this moment in time, right? Especially if you're dealing with energies that might be competitive with you and stuff like that, right? So nurturing, wise, maternalistic qualities, selfless, helpful, anonymous, aloof, eccentric. This also are some of your qualities too, right? Seeing the potential in others. Some of you might be getting into party planning too, right? But some of you have these like elementals, these energies, these people that come into your world, right? These people that come into your world and assist you in some kind of divine way. And it's just like, wow. And it just opens you up to more opportunity in every kind of awesome way, right? It's like people coming in from out of left field, right? And it's just like they believe in you. And it's like, wow, I have a fairy godmother. I have a fairy godfather. I have this wizard in my life. And you're also that for other people. So why wouldn't you have that too? You're like a fairy godmother in people's lives, right? Because of your good, your good natured spirit. Like people feel good in your presence. You work magic. You work magic. So why wouldn't the universe give you magic too, to experience, right? So what other messages? Philosopher, right? You have an active imagination, love exploring anomalies, right? Thrives through self-expression, holistic approach to certain kind of things. And if not, you're opening up to this type of stuff, right? Like unstructured situations, getting creative, right? So this is you here, you that chose this. This is all about you and your active imagination, exploring anomalies, discovering yourself, right? Thriving through your own self-expression, lighting the fire within, right? I love that. networker, right? Starting to network as well, and networking, you are a source of power, of empowerment, right? Yeah, so spreading and sharing ideas and bringing change in the environment, helping other people, right? Exchanging and saving stuff, like networking out there in the field, like actually networking in public too, not just online. You know what I'm saying? Right? Like getting out of the energy of, like, you know how when people say, oh, people don't share certain informations because, right, like it's like someone, it's like, all right, it's like when I ask, I'm just gonna give myself an example, right? When I say, hey, if anybody knows of a good, I don't know even what to call it, but something that I can get that you can hear music that I'm playing, right? And now there's people that, let's say, they'll watch and they know exactly what I would get, what I need to get, but they won't tell me. You get what I'm saying? Like something like that, right? So getting out of those kind of energies of stuck, of that lack-mindedness, right? Somebody unwilling to share information, simple information that could just better you, betters their karma too, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, because they're too self-serving. So now you're making more fortunate, opportunistic connections in your networking, no longer finding yourself, because in your before your doubt, when you were doubting yourself, you were attracting and drawing in energies of people that were going to take advantage of your self-doubt. And now that you're in your empowerment, it puts you in the energy to draw in those in their empowerment too, and who are willing and absolutely okay with sharing with you and teaching you too, because each one reach one, teach one, and that's just it. There's no competition here. This is all about our own evolution, elevation. Yeah, it's self-serving, but it's collectively self-serving, right? And so it's like getting out of that type of energy, right? People that just name drop, or people that just like clout chase and all this kind of stuff, or they'll shout out only that which is self-serving, right? But they won't help the little guy. You know what I mean? Like, and you're not doing that. If you, at least if you're tapped in, turn on, maybe whichever one, whichever flip side of this coin you come on and here, however you want to take it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I have to remember this is always a 50-50 crowd. Trickster. You see what I'm saying? Right? That trickster energy too, right? But anyways, you're all about being self-aware, right? Purposeful, right? All about seeking out your new ideas and your own experiences, right? Asking questions, right? Asking questions, right? Asking the questions that you need. And the people that are like promoting chaos or banking on chaos, like they got that trickster type of energy. And you might be calling a spade now. You might be networking now because of your good that you're bringing, that you gotta eliminate. It's not so much eliminate, but it's like you're here to, right, that cycling, that 999 number, right? So it's like you're here to bring in the new beginning, and it has to close out all the fraud, all the lies, all the like, so it's like bending and breaking certain kind of rules and structures and things like that, because the people that are running the show are fraudulent. They're they're fake. They're phony. They're the ones taking from the people actually bringing the goods. But because, anyways, but yeah, so you're here to shift that. You're here to bring the new beginning away from this trickster type energy, right? Like a virgin. Hey, maybe some of you here are virgins, because we do talk about celibacy and abstinence and discernment and value and self-value, self-care, and all this kind of stuff. So kudos and congratulations to you if that is exactly what you are. Be proud of that, because you're in a world today that just barely exists. You know what I mean? But anyway, so there's a whole creative shift. There's a whole spiritual awakening. There's a whole kundalini awakening too, right? Being true to oneself, relinquishing the need to please others, ability to change your own life due to self-love. I love that. No longer hiding your true self, right? No longer suppressing you, your inner growth, right? Right? So this came up too, right? Because it's coming up here because it's a 50, right? So fear of survival, selling out your integrity and your vision, selling out your talents and ideas and body, right? Inability to move out of toxic environments, right? Some of you could be coming out of that and going into celibacy, abstinence, and all this kind of stuff too. For those of you that are tapped in, turned on, tuned in, right? Because you're having faith, right? Knowing that you're divinely lit, guided, and protected, and that self-care, self-love, self-forgiveness, and all this kind of stuff is it's possible, right? And so you are now giving yourself the gift of self-love and walking away from all kind of toxicities and things like that, right? So there's a mixed crowd, like I said here, right? So I'm gonna pull like 2 more, see what it says, and then I want to do something else. Right? Communicator, right? Expressing yourself. Being a voice, an influencer, abstract thinking, an artist, a poet, an entertainer, making connections, even behind the scenes creator, tech stuff, I don't know the language, visionary, reading between the lines. Beautiful. This is all you, right? So for those of you that chose this pile, let's see who's here. Okay, let's see who's here. Could be a life path number 4. You could be life path number 7. You could have been born in 1970. You could be 37 years old. You could be 31. You could be 30. You could be 21. You could be 25. You could be 20 years old. You could be 24 years old. You could be a Cancer, Taurus, Aries. You could be Aquarius, Gemini, Pisces. You could be born on December 4th, December 8th, right? August 4th, August 12th, August 3rd. Right? Life path number 3, to be born March 10th, March 11th, March 12th, 25 years old, 52, 51, 1965, 26 years old, 21, I said, right? 23, 22, 20, we already said. You could have been born in 1999. You could be a Libra. You could be a Capricorn. You can have Capricorn, Sagittarius in your chart. Life path number 1. You could be 40. You could be 41. You could be 49. Right? You could be a Leo. You could be an earth sign, because I'm saying earth sign now. You could have a moon in Taurus, moon in Capricorn. You could have a moon in Sagittarius or rising in Sagittarius. You've been born in 1972. 1962, you could be 32. You could be 23, 1985, 1987, 1997, 1986, be 50. Okay. Welcome. 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 All right, let's see what ABC oracles we have for you. Whatever's going to come out. All right, this can be names. This could just be things coming up, whatever it is I read from these letters, okay? I'm going to say them out loud if you chose this, right? Your name can start with a G. Your name can start with a B, K, Y, T, right? Some of you could be going to a rave, dinner, a dive. I don't know, a dive. I don't speak like that. Right. You can start with an M, a W, a J. Ben, right? Some of you could be dressing up as a mermaid, have an affiliation with mermaids, right? Like, so those are like elementals and lore, and you have a history path with mermaids and that siren energy, right? Some of you, someone could live in Mexico, be going to Mexico, traveling to Mexico, planning a trip to Mexico, Ireland. You could be in Ireland. You could be from Ireland. Cohen. I don't know if that's a name or place. Someone could be going to the marina. Your name could be Marina. Nancy. Some of you, someone could be in pain, right? Some of you could be driving a Viper, have a Viper. I don't know what that is. Arizona again. Someone could be traveling in July. Someone could be adding shiitake mushrooms, because I'm seeing mushrooms, or even the psychedelic mushrooms. Some of you could be working on your core exercise. That's great. Maui, I'm seeing in here. Some of you could be into pixies, like fairies, pixies. Some of you could be a parent. Okay. Corn, something with corn. Somebody's upset about something because something sucks. Somebody could be helping you out of a jam. New York, New Mexico. Somebody could be making pies. Someone could be flying from LAX or two. Somebody could be on their menstruation. I see boats. Could be on a boat. So travel, there's travel here. Somebody could be looking for a mentor. You could be a mentor. Somebody could be offering you a mentorship, sponsorship of some type of sort of something. Somebody could be getting something patented, patent. Somebody could be telling tales, something with a tail, or telling tales, I get telling tales. Somebody could be paired off, like a blind date or something, or getting fixed up. Somebody could be going to a comedy show. COMEDY comedy. No. Hey, okay. Okay. All right. That was your ABC oracles. All right. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed that. All right. All right. So your final message is going to be notes from the universe. I hope that you enjoyed this. This is your opportunity to like this video, to comment and let me know how it resonates with you. Let me know which pile you picked. If you chose this one, you feel free to choose another if you like. We don't know the theme, we don't know the topic of any of them. So, right? So there isn't a soul on the planet who doesn't crave your approval. right? The only difference between a friend and a foe is that you've decided where love can grow. Ho, the universe. The universe just called you a hoe. Don't be misled, okay? When fear speaks, it's always wrong unless being chased by wildebeest. And your other card, your mirror seer card, was talking about fear. And when love speaks, it's always right and usually bouncy. Game on, the universe. I love that. Oh, there we go. Start where you are. Start where you are, okay? The great thing about feeling deep, profound, earth-shaking love is that you can start with anyone. Next, the universe. One more, and then we're gonna move. Oh, there isn't a soul on the planet who doesn't crave your approval. We already read this, so we're gonna still do one more. Okay. Okay. Keep it simple. Okay. Old souls use words very sparingly, except, of course, for I, love, thank you, wow, now, and cool. Wow, I love you now, the universe. P.S., which sounds much better than wow, now I love you. Sequence is important. I love that. All right, so thank you so much. We are pouring more love up in here. Excellent. And we are moving on now to, if you chose this pile, right? You are up next. Okay. So, Red Butler. We got some root chakra activations up in here. Star seed activations. Woo, 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 woo. Root and sailor sacral. Princess monster truck. There's a cat with really wide set eyes, a crooked underbite, and a look on her face that says she's never given a single fuck in all 9 of her lives. She's everything, and her name is Princess Monster Truck. Thank you, universe, for making this weird-ass cat, and for making her in the internet age so we can stalk her pics and videos at any time of the day or night. Whatever. So here, are you stalking somebody or is someone stalking you? Right? Looking at if you're public on social media. So something's telling me that you're either public on social media or you be secretly stalking people that are public on social media. Real talk. Okay. And that's what I hear, and that's what I'm sticking with, and that's, you're not gonna convince me differently. This is a 50-50 crowd, so choose which. Oh, 4-4-4. Trust you or both, and maybe a mix of both. Maybe people stalking you stalking them. Okay. Or looking, curious, interested, whatever the case would be. I'm not getting malicious, so don't get defensive. I'm just saying, like, it's like checking up on people that will have no idea that you're checking up. Something like that. Okay. And the same thing vice versa. Like that could be like that for you. Like there's people that be checking up on you that you have no fucking idea. I'm just saying. 4-4-4. Trust your journey. Trust the way your life unfolds and where you need to be at the present moment. I am protected. So remember that too. Right? No matter what's going down, up in here, you could look, but you can't bite. You can't swipe. You can't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Winter, should I send this text? Uh-oh. Some of you might be like, send. Is Mercury retrograde up in this bitch? Calm your tits. All right? Calm yourself. So right here. Should I send this text? Choose winter, summer, autumn. Winter, summer, autumn. Which one do you choose? Choose. Should you send this text? Winter. If you chose winter, hibernate and make yourself scarce like a sexy grizzly bear. That means no. Summer. First work, shop it with a committee of at least 3 girlfriends. So go, if you chose summer, go ask 3 people that you trust and who actually care about you and wouldn't lead you astray, what their opinion is about if you should send this text, right? And then autumn. How would you feel if it was screenshot and shared with others? Think about that before you send the text. And if you're dealing with people that would screenshot it and send it to others, then that person doesn't deserve your text. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So Magical gateway, where are we going? It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. Yet, this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. You heard that? All right. So, forgive that, right? Oh, all right. So, magical gateway. Step boldly forward without looking back. Right? Step boldly forward without looking back. Let's see. Right. The fairies are asking you to step through the fairy door and into their world of magic and wonder. They're telling you that fairy tales are real and that you're never too old to believe in fairies. Perhaps you've been thinking about embarking on the fairy path. If you're using this deck, the chances are you already have more than a passing interest in the ways of the fae. Maybe you were listening to part 1 too in some kind of way because I said something with fairies. I don't know. If so, now is the time to walk through the fairy door and fully embrace your magical fairy self. The golden key to this fairy door resides inside your heart. It's important to know that once you step through this magical gateway, your life will be forever changed. Forever changed. You'll see and feel nature in a deeper way. You'll feel more connected to the plants, trees, and flowers, and develop a deeper compassion for all living things. You might even find yourself becoming vegan or vegetarian, or just being more mindful about that which you consume and the cruelty behind that which you choose to consume in moderation, right? Because honestly, I'm reading out of the book right now. Vegetarian and vegan diets may not necessarily always be good. It's not the choosing one lifestyle over another doesn't make you a good or a bad person, right? It's just knowing what is good for you and what's not. And anything that we consume anyways should always be in moderation, right? So, you know, are there benefits to being one way over the other? It applies to all aspects of it. There could be more benefits too if you chose the other, the latter. You know what I mean? It's just learning more about what food does to you, how it speaks to your vessel, and also where are you consuming from. That's just something big for me that I think that if you're eating animals that are being tortured, then maybe you should think about your clogged arteries. You know what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying? Like that. But anyways, this is light and fun. All right. Stay over there. Stay over there. Where you going? I don't know what happened to her. What you doing? Crazy girl. Right? So your interest in conservation and the environment could also be heightened at this time. These are all traits of someone who has ventured through the fairy door, so consider this carefully. If you're at all unsure whether you should walk through the fairy door, meditate on the question until you know in your heart that it's the right thing to do. Once you pass through the door, prepare for more magic and joy to enter your life, knowing that you're always safe, protected, and loved. Right? But I also feel with this pile, right, that there's a lot of other kind of fuck shit vibes that you deal with in this life, right? Um, anyways, but let's continue going. We got transmute, right? Snakes. Transmute. To transmute is to convert one energy into another. The snake is a powerful symbol of transmutation. You are being invited to accept its gift of shedding to help you process something important. Use this ability to make magic by transmuting the snake's energy into something new and beneficial for your growth. Walk through that door, right? Meditate on this symbol when you need some assistance in changing the energy in your life. The snake represents our ability to connect to our inner alchemist, to let go of the old by being able to shed its skin, thereby allowing for constant evolution. I love that. Then you got Pachamama. And it's interesting. Look at it. I like that. The greenery, right? Matching up too, right? I am the earth, right? Connecting to earth, right? More going out in nature more. You might be choosing to do these things now, or wanting to do these things now, grounding upon for your when you first wake up, right? Waking up and stepping into Mother Earth, right? Before using that to charge you up, right? I am the earth, the ground beneath your feet, right? Mother Nature. I am the mountains, the tilled fields, the flowing waters. My body sustains life. Harvest is my gift. Take care of your mother. My wrath is earthquake, fire, flood, and famine. Connect with me in the wild places. I am your home. It's about grounding. So we were talking about the root chakra too, right? Feel the comfort of being supported by the earth. Draw strength from that anchoring, right? So you could be anchoring now, going out, like stepping in dirt, hugging a tree, going for a hike or something, you know what I mean? Climbing a mountain, going near water, streams, and things like that. Connecting with nature, animals, the elements, and things like that. Planting your own kind of garden and things like that. Doing things in that kind of flow, right? So we got flow. Your affirmation is riches flow into my life in many ways and from many directions. And I like the greenery in that too. The greenery of flow. Money is up. So now you know, right? What's the mirror sees? Okay, mirror seers, right? Bye bitch type of fuckeries. There we go. Rewind, breaking karmic ties, aligning right. It's like, excuse me, Mr. DJ, are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck you think you're going to repeat the same type of past fuckery? Have you not learned? Which one of us is going to learn, right? So it's learning lessons, hard lessons, right? And moving forward into this flow state, into this growth state, into this glow state, right? So even our heart chakra, right? Activating our heart chakra, our root chakra, right? Our sacral chakra, right? Tapping into our highest of potentials and charging ourselves. I feel like this pile right here, it's about charging your vessel, investing in ways to recharge your vessel, to charge it in ways that you are conscious of the way that you're charging it and stuff like that, right? So okay, moving forward. Okay, so for those of you that chose pile number 2, what other messages do we have for you at this time? For those tapped in, turned on, tuned in, right? She's a unicorn. You're one of a kind, hard to find. You are irreplaceable. That's right, right? That's here. You are irreplaceable, right? And there's many that are learning that the hard way about how irreplaceable you are, right? You might also be in a blessed union, blessed up union, right? Meant to be together, love that transforms, divine mission together, right? So the love that you have in your life is divine, right? And if you don't have love in your life as of yet, the union that you are to have is a blessed one. And granted, it may have taken some time to get to from point A to point Z and all this kind of stuff, but you're a unicorn. You're one of a kind. And that which is divine is for you, right? Proper offering. Somebody could be giving you an offer, right? Receiving an offer, a gift, a contribution, wanting to have something to offer. You want to have something to offer too. So you could be working on you as well. Someone that and you deserve nothing less but then a proper offering. You know what I'm saying? Right? So, right, it's having it's having painting. All right, so yeah. So it's having to, right? Because what I'm getting here from this too, like it's no more settling, right? Because I'm looking at her face now and stuff like that. So it's being kind of too like fed up or just at a new space and place in your own boundaries, right? In your own deservingness meter, in your own value meal, right? And so you're realizing your truest potential as you should know your greatestness, your highness, or your highness is male or female. Whether you're male or female is not gender specific here, right? And now you know that what you are to receive must be proper, must be correct, must be because you deserve all these kind of things, right? And so you're not accepting anything less than that. And you're getting into the position of your own empowerment, whether you're single or with someone and stuff like that, whether you're with someone or not, you're empowered on your own. You're strong on your own. You're standing great on your own. You're a great complementary partner to someone else. And as you are that too, you receive that too in return. Damn motherfucking straight, right? But no more people pleasing. No more fixing things or making things look a certain type of way, right? Before, maybe you used to participate in that. Maybe you used to be the bigger person all the fucking time. You get what I'm saying? And so now it's like, nah, the way to improve, the way to correct, the way to get this and make the best out of this is to actually do what is in the alchemy of what needs to be done and not just whitewashing or painting red roses over every motherfucking thing and hoping it just looks good. You know what I'm saying? What other messages do we have for those that chose part 2? Right? So solar eclipse, what? And I know that this says solar eclipse, but right now we're literally in the lunar eclipse energy, right? The Scorpio energy. So this is like a re-fucking birth, right? Of solar, because even though we're having a lunar, it's an energy, right? Lunar is the moon, right? Lunar is the moon, the yin energy of the effects, right? So we're having an energy, right? You're having an energy revolution. And it's solar eclipsing your life, which is it's bringing it out on the yang side, the outside, right? Unexpected major changes, cosmic intervention, and powerful changes, especially in regards to love, especially in regards to your relationships, especially in regards to intimacy. It's a rebirth, massive rebirth. The moon, right? So all fears, all insecurities, things that are not as they seem or whatever, all the shadow work that needs to come to the surface is coming, right? There's more information being revealed onto you. And this lunar eclipse, where if you chose this pile, right, you might have something in all the piles, right? Because this is an evolution. Forever yours, and love that is forever yours. Unbreakable bond, strong and stable relationships, a love to last a lifetime. For those of you that are tapped in, turned on, tuned in here, whether you're in a relationship, if you're not in a relationship, I want you to be positive. I want you to understand that there's a divine union for you. I don't do that this romanticizing, especially in the spiritual community. Oh, twin flame, soulmates, and all this kind of stuff. All I'm saying here is that if you're tapped in, turned on, tuned in to this message that's right here, whomever you are, whether you're in a relationship or not, and if you're not in a relationship, I want you to especially listen to this. This is on your heart. This is in your heart. This is what you want. You want a divine union. But in order to continue to create that, to manifest that for you, you need to stop painting the red roses, trying to fix something, trying to make something look a certain type of way, or try to deny yourself some leveling of truth about how you feel. It's like pretending to be grateful when you're really not. That's my face. I'm actually like, I'm rather upset about this shit. Like, where's my partner? Like, you could be thinking like that, right? Like some kind of frustration. Oh, where's my loyalty? Where's my royalty? Where's my happiness? Where's that? Like, am I not gonna get, like, it can have that kind of attitude spoiling it, right? And so it's now no longer painting those, or have those feelings, have those expressions. Let the shit out. Roar. Roar if you must. Let the shit out, right? For some of you too, that could be in a relationship. Don't be ungrateful. Start looking at that which you create, because you might be shitting on a relationship that you have that you're being ungrateful about, because you're thinking of it to look in a certain type of way. So revelation to you in that kind of mood. Remember, there's a mixed crowd here, so I'm just throwing it out as I'm receiving it. So you pick and you choose with discernment. Don't make that which does not fit, right? But for everybody here, no matter if you're in a union or not, what you have in your heart is that this is what you want. So get into the alignment of those fields in your energy, because that's your greatest potential, and start believing in the shit for real. And any frustration, get real with them. So that shit could be put to rest. That shit could be put to death. That shit could lunar eclipse into a solar eclipse. And so that what you desire to see and receive, you manifest. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. Right. So yeah. Let's see who's here. Okay. Right. So, hello. You could be a Leo. You could be a life path number 6, life path number 5. You could have been born in 1965. You could be a life path number 4. You could be a Sagittarius. You could be born in 1986, 1968, 1956, 1965. I said that again. And then the numbers here too, 65, 65. That might be relevant to somebody. You could be a Leo. Okay, Sag. You have a rising in Leo, a rising in Sag. You could be a Scorpio. You can be a Virgo, Sagittarius again. Earth signs coming up in here, 1994, 1991, 1966. You could be life path number 5, be life path number 1, life path number 7. You could be 41 years old, 42 years old, 51 years old, 41 years old. You could have been born in 1985, 1983, 1982. It could be an Aries, it could be a Cancer. Okay. 1961. I feel like this is a more mature crowd. Not saying that you couldn't come from part 1, from pile 1 and be 22 years old, let's say, but I just feel like this situation here, like this is a long time buildup. You know what I'm saying? Like this is life. This is experience. So there's use here our experience in life. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to say that. Okay. And you could be young and have a lot of experience. So I'm not gonna knock that out, because I was young. When I was really young, I had, like, you would think that I had, wow, like, oh my God, well, that happened to you already? Like, yeah, guess what? Yeah, and wow, you're only 10? Like, yeah, okay. Okay, a lot of life lived. So I respect the youth, and my daughter has taught me to, even more so, to respect the journey for us all. Like, and so there's a lot of wisdom in our youth, and it's dope. Anyways, be a Taurus, be an Aries. You can have a moon in Aries, a moon in Taurus. Okay. I'm recording. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. You could be 21 years old, you could be 20, you could be 26, and you could be 23, and you could be 28. So after I said that about 20s and all this kind of stuff, I saw the 20-year-olds over here. Okay, cool. Hello. I'm gonna be 51, 45. Should have been born in 1985. I see 1985 twice. 38, 32, 23. Okay. All right. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of ABC oracles for you. Woo. All right. Your name can start with a K or a G, a T. Name could be Kate, Mary. Your name can start with a W, a M, a P, a V, a S, Sheila. Okay. Life path number 6. Maggie. Some of you could be playing a game. Some of you could be a gamer, into that sort of type of thing. Gamer. Yeah, I see that here. Right. Some of you could be swimming with sharks, literally, metaphorically. Right. Some of you could have shark as a spirit animal. Right. Some of you could work with pipes. I don't know. Some of you could be on TV. Okay, MTV. Okay. Right. Maui, Kate, Kai. Some of you could go by King. Okay. Some of you could be receiving a notice of some kind. An inheritance. I heard it. Some of you could be getting something with your vagina. Well, okay. I don't know. Something with your vagina. Okay. Okay. Whatever. I'm not laughing, but whatever. Somebody could be going to Rhode Island or is from Rhode Island, Mississippi, Pacific, Queens, Soho. So I got New York up in here. Prairie. Something with your mouth, like surgery, mouth, hurt mouth, a new mouth. No. VIP. You guys are VIP. Right? That's right, as you should. Rico. Ulysses. Devin driven. Hey, shopping. Somebody's going shopping. Okay. Right? Somebody's shooting their shot too. Somebody could be gay. Matt. Mike. Right? Dennis. Dino. Name could start with a P. SH. Somebody could be eating shrimp. Let me know if you're eating shrimp while we're hearing this. All right. Okay. All right. All right. So it's Brittany, bitch. All right. So we're gonna do this a little bit different for you guys. Pile 2. Another little fun pick a card. Okay. And that's how we're gonna end this pile. Okay. but it's gonna be your "It's Britney, bitch" message. Okay. How many came out of there? 1, 2. It's Britney, bitch message. That's 2. 1. All right. I'm gonna choose one with you guys too. Don't worry. We'll have fun here. We got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. What are you choosing? I'm gonna choose this one. I'm gonna save that one for after. All right. So if you chose this one, the badass. Uh-huh. That's right. The badass. Look at you. See that badass. Right? The badass. Right? Here's what you need to know about the badass. They'll always turn lemons into lemonade. That's mother fudging straight, right? Heartbreak happens, but if you're anything like Britney's badass character from the Womanizer video, you refuse to be defined by your lowest moments and you take action to turn things around. The badass won't be fooled for a fool and knows that sometimes you have to get your hands a little dirty to get things done. Put your inner badass to work when things feel complicated and remember that you should never settle for anything less than the best in life and in love. What are we talking about? Right? If you chose this one, the professional, that be you. The professional, the professional. Britney headed to Las Vegas for a residency at Planet Hollywood in 2013 and continued doing her thing in front of packed audiences until 2017. Maybe you selling out audiences, baby. I mean, is that how you say it? I don't know. Piece of Me dominated the Las Vegas Strip and made residencies the hot new thing for performers like the Backstreet Boys and Jennifer Lopez. That's our girl, always setting trends. You setting trends, baby. Britney's stint in Las Vegas was as brilliant as the neon lights themselves. Each night, she took the stage and delivered a crowd-pleasing set of her biggest hits. The professional knows how to get the job done. And so you're getting the job done. You are being a professional in whatever field of expertise you are being in, right? That you're showing up as your best self and you're getting shit done despite any obstacles, despite any naysayers, despite what anybody got to say about anything that you got going. You're doing your things and your money's up. Look at that green. That's what's up, right? And now if you chose this one, the masterpiece, the masterpiece, the masterpiece. The masterpiece. That's right. The masterpiece. Britney's 5th album, Blackout, is considered by many fans to be her masterpiece. The 2007 album still sounds fresh and innovative. You are innovated, okay? It's dark club ready beats change the sound of pop music, and you're changing the sound of every kind of music. Just by the way, right? Hearing its sonic influence all over the radio today with songs like Piece of Me and the confessional ballad Why Should I Be Sad, sandwiched between sexy dance jams. Britney directly addressed the world's obsession with her private life, and people are obsessed with your private life. They wish they knew what was going on. Good, keep them in suspense. Keep them in suspense because they don't need to know shit. Not everybody cares what's happening. They just want to be nosy. Right? People all up in your mix don't know any of the flavors. But they want to. They want to. The masterpiece is about forward thinking, never content to go with the flow and do what's been done before. Blaze your own trail. The greatest art and accomplishments of your life are right on the horizon. I love that. What? The badass masterpiece that is a professional. That is you up in here. You're a badass masterpiece. and your professionalism and your dreams in your career and that which you're embarking on and creating for yourself. This is collective, right? That which you are setting out to do for you, you are going to accomplish. You're accomplishing because you're setting out and you're doing the do, right? And so there's massive change happening for you this lunar eclipse. I'm talking about like massive blow ups, rise ups, empowerment, opportunity, your masterpiece. I love that. Thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning in. If you enjoyed this message, make sure to like this video. If you want to check out other piles, then by all means, because we don't know any of the topics or the themes for any of the piles, and maybe there is more messages for you in this alignment up. If you have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. Thank you for your support. We are now moving on. If you chose this pile, this is pile number 3. Here we go. Murky dismissal, forfeit. All right, what's this about? Get your popcorn. So there's some shit in the midst, in the atmosphere. Like fuck shit. Okay, popcorn. Get your popcorn. You might be getting your popcorn. God probably invented popcorn because she was having a bad day and used to make herself smile. It's fun to think of God laughing her ass off at the first person to have a kernel fall into the fire and get the shit scared out of them. Also, popcorn is tasty as fuck. Okay, hold on. We're gonna keep on going, right? If you chose pile number 3, because it's not bad. It's not bad, right? Okay, 9-9. So 2, right? It's time to get to work on the realization of your soul's mission in life. Time to put in the work into something. Okay. You have a higher purpose in this life that is yours and only yours to fulfill. Unleash your true power. I am courageous. Right. So there might be some stagnation or certain lack thereof movements and stuff like that in certain kind of areas of your life. And there might be energies that are darker in your sphere that you might be ignoring. Like you might be because this is dismal, right? Murky dismal, but it's making me think of dismissing red flag kind of thing. And shit is looking gray. Even if shit looks progressive, because you got 9-9, so it's still working on completing something, but you're in the transition of something, right? And it's like, yeah. So should I take responsibility? Look at the fucking question, right? Should I take responsibility? Okay. So before moving forward, choose one. Light, truth, and honor. Of those 3, should I take responsibility? Your answer is going to be on the other side. Should you take responsibility for whatever? Think of something that you should take responsibility for, that you need some assistance on, right? Light, truth, or honor. Choose one. If you chose light, taking responsibility for your own actions doesn't make life harder. It makes it easier, right? Truth. If you chose truth, this is just as much their fault as yours. Okay. Should I take responsibility? Honor. Are you interested in collecting 5 maturity points in this game we call life? Right? So living honorably too, right? We're gonna keep on going. Don't worry. Pile number 3. Look in a book. Right? So you could be learning some stuff. And you could also be having it's a mixed crowd up in here, right? So you could also be having some lessons still being learned and stuff, right? But whatever your question is right now, you'll find the answer in the book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. So you can be learning stuff so that because you're exploring new, look at healing. So look at you're looking in, right? So you're healing. So those of you that chose this, you could be going through major healing, and that could be murky. And there's light here, there's hope here, there's faith here, there's courage here, but there's still shadow here, right? So this is a great place to be, right? Healer energy, right? So you are a healer. Of course, the path is going to be a little bit more challenging than most, right? Fear not your own ability to be a light worker or way shower for others. Drawing this card can also symbolize that a healing in its highest form is available to you now. If you have pulled this card in regard to a relationship or a situation, please know that there is a powerful exchange of energy here. Meditate when you are wanting to heal on the physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual plane. The Eye of Horus is an ancient Egyptian symbol of protection, royal power, and good health, right? I love how these colors, like I'm noticing now that these colors are similar. I gotta check the one that we chose, but either way, like you see the purple and all this kind of stuff or whatever, but look at Guadalupe. Am I not here? I, who am your mother. Are you not under my shadow and protection? So you remember I just mentioned about shadow work and stuff. Am I not the source of your joy? Do you need something more? I am truly your compassionate mother. I listen to your weeping and sadness. I cleanse you of your troubles. I nurse your miseries. I remedy your suffering. Oh, healing, sink into the sacred heart. Feel the healing power of love. And that too, that too could be something that you're embarking on now. This radical journey of one, self-love and acceptance, two, possibly even sharing in that with someone else as well, right? With another, right? Sinking into the sacred heart, feeling the healing power of love, embarking on where it's murky, it's still gray, but there's flexibility in you in some kind of way, right? I am flexible and adaptable to change while I pursue my ambitions. And so even though it could still be gray, it could still be clouded, it could still be murky, you are being flexible, you are being adaptable, you are putting in the effort that is needed, right? Mirror seer, right? Message from spirit. Do not ignore fuck shit for potential. Do not brush under the carpet your intuitive download. If you can thinketh and not desire that thinketh possibility, think box moment. I gotta read that back. I don't know what I wrote here. Why is this thought even in the ethers? Oh, okay. If you can think something and not desire it, then ask yourself, why is that thought even in the ethers that you're able to receive it? Whom put it there? Do not let truth rest until it is clear, right? And that's the path that you're on. You're on the path, this heart, and like I like that this card is green too, right? So I feel like there's a lot of heart chakra healing here, right? And also third eye chakra awakening, right? So this is your third eye. This is healing your psyche by healing your heart that may have been hurt or misused in some kind of way, that it can make it this leveling of gray, suspicious, having to always look over your shoulder in some kind of way because other people may not be so trustworthy. You get what I'm saying? And that having those kind of experiences can cause you to not trust, right? And so not opening up your heart to trust. Should I take responsibility? Yes, I take responsibility for the acts and the effort that I put in to make the shift that is occurring for me in my life. I'm opening my heart to allow, right, relationships to flourish at this time in healthy, wealthy, stealthy ways, right? All right, moving forward. Hey, so I feel a little Sailor Moonish with you guys, Cal 3, just because I feel like you deal with a lot of earth battles, like a lot of fuck shit type stuff, a lot of dealing with other people too, right? And so in the state of evolution that you're in, this revolution that's happening, like even though you could be in a good mental space that is allowing you the progressive steps to take, right? It doesn't mean that there's still not other stuff happening, you know what I mean? So I usually use my Sailor Moons for spiritual warfare type thing, you know what I mean, to tell me the story of the spiritual warfare that you could be battling out there that's real, you know, and whichever way of expression, articulation, or way of computing it, downloading it, or expressing it, or believing in it, that's going to be individualized, right? But I like to be colorful. So Sailor Moon works for me to discuss spiritual warfare in such a colorful, articulate way. You know, you can look at it as a parable. You know what I mean? So what messages do we have for pile 3 at this moment in time? Okay. So Negaverse, you see? So right now you're avoiding attacks from energies outside of yourselves that want to bite, right? Because these Negaverse creatures want to bite. They want to take a bite, right? You could be life path number 5, you could be 50 years old, you could be life path number 4, you could be 40 years old, you could be 42 years old, you could be 24 years old. Doesn't matter. You don't have to be. You could have been born in 1968. So they're attacking, right, in certain kind of ways, right? Spiritual warfare, right, in that kind of way. And so they're doing all these acrobatics. They're all trying to look it right, but you got the soul. You got the soul mission, you got the soul purpose, you got the soul point, you got the soul revolution, evolution, and you're like, I ain't fucking around. I'm avoiding those attacks. I'm not going to be weak against you. I'm not going to be weak against your attack when I'm strong against your attack, especially when I stay back, right? Especially during this like Mercury retrograding, right? Kind of stuff. It's just like, all right, you do you. You do you. I'm divinely lit, guided, and protected. So what you got to say about that? Right? What do you got to say about that? Oh, stay back, you cross-eyed lobster, right? And divinely lit, guided, and protected. So no weapons formed against me shall motherfucking prosper. Stay back. Stay back, right? Mind, body, heart, and soul, right? So mini computer and your goggles, right? Detecting the weakness, right? So during an attack, right, you have this combined attack because you're divinely guided, protected too, right? So it's like the shield of protection, right? Shielding your mind, your body, your soul, right? While they're being basic with their attacks and stuff like that, right? So if you use your powers in this kind of way where you're avoiding their attacks, right, you get past their weapons, right? So her center says soft like jelly and can be easily trashed, right? So Sailor Mercury comes in, Mercury is retrograding, right? Sailor Mercury comes in and detecting the weakness of the those that want to make themselves your enemy, because you don't got enemies. I don't got enemies, right? You want to be like, what is that song like they say Drake? Got a lot of enemies, whatever, and all this kind of stuff. No, I don't got a lot of enemies. People want to be, right? Wannabes. There you go. Wannabes. Ain't a wannabe. From the Negaverse, right? Claws out. They claws, but they basic. Look, it says, I've got a friend, and she'll change you into the cat you were before. Luna. This is episode number 27, right? Excuse me, right? Don't play with my cat, right? This Negaverse villain, right? They want to mind control. So they might be talking shit, right? So people might be gossiping, and that could be a trigger for you because it's like you want to set them straight, right? You want to set them straight, or you know, but listen, you're being smart about this, right? You're being smart about this. Right? You'll get a fight, all right. They're saying that they're enticing, they're antagonizing, they're undermining. Right? This could be family, this could be people like, you know, work associates, competitors, and all this kind of stuff. You know, however it's gonna apply for you, I'm being as general as can be. This is a parable, so to speak, of metaphors being expressed. Sailor Moon, right, on her quest, right? Moon tiara magic, right? This moon is an excellent time for healing. Moon healing activation, cosmic moon power right now. You're being charged up right now. This lunar eclipse energy right now. Health increasing right now. Powers, psychic, intuition, all that heightening right now. I like that. Do you see why I use these for spiritual warfare? I love it. Right? Yeah. run away, right? Win indicates that the monster or villain runs away to the discard pile, discard after you. So listen, this is the outcome. This is the outcome. They're gonna run away because powerless they be, especially when you move around and maneuver, discerning, realizing that not every battle needs to be fought by you. Let them destroy themselves, right? Right. Right. Okay, let's see who's here. Be life path number 2. You could have been born in February. You could be life path number 6. You could have been born 1966, 1961. You could be 60 years old. You could be 61 years old. You could be 40. You could be 41 years old. You could be life path number 6, like we said, right? You could be 45 years old. You could be 42 years old. You could be a Gemini. You could be a Cancer. You could be, your birthday could be May 15th, May 13th, May 11th. You could have been born on the 18th day of the month. You could have been born in October and September. You could be a Sagittarius, you could be a Libra, you could be a Capricorn, you could be 26 years old, 25 years old, 24 years old, you could be a Taurus, you could be a Leo, you could be an Aries, you could be 41, 1965, 1966, 1951, you could be 51 years old, you could be 52 years old, you could be 54 years old. You could have been born in 1963, 1981, 1982, be 35. You could have a moon in Taurus, moon in Leo, or rising in Leo. Could be an earth sign. That's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be a Sagittarius. You could be a Leo again. And Capricorn again. You could be 39 years old, 36, 31, 26, 27. And all right, pile number 3, we are almost drawing to an end. What I want to end it with is giving you a positive life hack idea, way to assist you, help you alchemize further right now for you in your life. And what's going to be beneficial for you in every kind of dope-tastic way. So what does the universe want you to learn, do more of, that's going to be beneficial and helpful to you on your magnificent journey? So what messages do we have? They fell. Okay, so good. All right. Stretch. Guys, are you tapping in, turning on, tuning in with my 60-second videos and my 3-minute stretch videos, dance videos, move your body, loosen the fudge up with me videos, so that you can, from the privacy of your own space, use that time wise to stretch with me and expand our love and our divinity together. Most people stretch for the physical benefits, but stretching can have a lot of mindset boosting benefits as well. It can release tension, reduce stress, calm the mind, sharpen focus, boost energy, and expand awareness. It can also improve posture, which has been correlated with an increase in confidence. This week, try doctor-approved stretching for at least 5 to 10 minutes each day. Start with gentle stretching and work a variety of areas, focusing a little extra on any places that feel a little tight, okay? Hold each stretch for 30 seconds. Concentrate on your breath as you ease into new terrain with your muscles. Be careful not to stretch beyond your comfort. If you want more details, check out a few videos online to get a better idea of what works best for you, or go follow me on Instagram or follow me here on YouTube, Enchantress the Enchantress the Babbler, go to witchyutopian.com. There's so many ways for us to connect. There's a master link in the description box always, and you can click that master link and it'll lead you to every metaverse universe available for you and I to further connect on, right? Yeah, when you expand the range of your muscles, you expand your mindset as well. All right, I love that for you guys. Thank you so much. We are now moving on to pile number 4, the one that if you chose with me, you chose that with me? Yay! Great. All right. So here we go. Shy Violet. Okay. Dogs and sweaters. The only way to make dogs more lovable is to put clothes on them. Oh my gosh. Are you tapping in, turning on, tuning in with me when I show my little videos of baby, our soon to be 14-year-old little tiny dog that looks like a puppy? Most people think she's a puppy when they see her, but she loves to get dressed up. She loves to go outside and she loves to wear different outfits all of the time. You could definitely check out that to whatever. Anyways, the only way to make dogs more lovable is to put clothes on them. Even better if you make it a turtleneck. Stop what you're doing and go Google dogs and turtlenecks. There are people in the world whose entire job is to knit dog turtlenecks. My grandmother loves to make dog clothes too. You think your dream can't come true? Hogwash. Someone wanted to knit dog turtlenecks for a living and now they're living their gosh dang it dream. So I feel like too, someone, right, like it says dreams can't come true. So you think your dreams can't come true in something, and whatever that something is, or you just have, like, instead of believing in it 100%, like you're at 95%. So we're gonna get to that 5% of full blown out belief that which you are creating, and whatever your percentage is, you'll know your own percentage, right, of where you are in the full belief system of how what you want. You could be shy about something, reserved about something, or not fully giving your full expression in something because you might be reserved, you might be shy, something like that too, right? What is your angel number? 28. Okay, you could be 28 years old, could have been born in 1982, whatever the case might be. I am a leader. Yes, you are, right? In an effort to accomplish great things, you recognize the value of working with others. You make a capable and compassionate leader who can bring people together and drive a team toward achievement, right? I love that, right? Has my rocking daily life impacted my cat's capacity for relationships with humans? What? Per, meow, and his. I'm gonna choose the his. Just because I love when my cat hiss. All right, so purr. If you chose purr, try to introduce your cat to some of the healthy couples you know so they have good role models, right? If you chose meow. If loving, stable relationships aren't present early in your life, in life, your cat may have difficulty forming emotional bonds. And if you chose hiss, your cat loves whoever feeds it. End of story. Ain't that the truth? Right? Be my cat, give it some treats, and she'll come around, right? Not Shiva though. Shiva don't like a lot of people. So tree wisdom, okay, connecting with nature and all this kind of stuff too. This tree dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers to the sounds it makes, right? I love that. Right? Tree wisdom. Right? This tree dryad invites you to tune into ancient tree wisdom and allow it to imbue your aura. She plays upon her wooden flute to attract your attention through its enchanting sound and vibration, and wishes you to know that your present situation can be helped when you connect with trees. Hugging a tree is a great way to have direct physical contact and form an energetic connection. Always ask permission from the tree before doing this. Take a few moments to visualize yourself deeply rooted in the ground, just like the tree, and say in your mind or out loud, I wish to connect with you. May I hug you, tree? You should receive an instantaneous answer, which may come as a word or a feeling. Trust it. Trees offer their wisdom through different gifts depending on the season. In the spring and summer months, tree blossoms can be very healing and uplifting. In the cooler seasons of autumn and winter, the trees shed their leaves knowing that there will be new growth in the springtime. The same goes for you. The fairies say tree wisdom can help you shed any unwanted cares or concerns. So learn to release with love and know that new spiritual growth will come to you when the time is right, especially in regards to any kind of things that you hold yourself back on, especially your feelings, or maybe you have a crush, or maybe you want to do something else in your path, in your career, or just where you might be a little bit timid. You know what I'm saying? Tree wisdom is knowing that birds, insects, and animals will carry the tree seeds far, so far away so they can grow in their own right, literally in their own light. Perhaps it's time for you to move away from a situation that's stunting your growth, right? Or for a general move to allow a new set of circumstances to open up in your life, right? Okay. And then we have friendship, and you got 2 of these. So you're the only one that got 2 of these, right? You could be life path number 8, life path number 1, life path number 7, life path number 2. Okay. You don't have to be, right? So friendship, a new ally, positive support, community, and camaraderie. Meditate when you want more harmony and peace in your community. Also used to draw new alliances and friends, drawing in new friendships. That's exciting, right? The Native American symbol of 2 arrows cross signals of peace, friendship, and the end of war. So that's good, right? And then you have divinity right over here, right? So divinity, you are divine. And this message comes with a warning and a blessing. Drawing this card invites you to proceed with love over fear. No matter what your situation, right? Over fear, over any kind of fear. No matter what your situation or relation, proceed only from a place of unconditional love. You could be experiencing that too. Reverence and understanding. Life is filled with choices. Make sure they are the ones that respect all involved, including yourself. Meditate on the symbol when you want to connect with the unseen elementals beings for support. Right? The symbol is a heptagram, the 7-pointed fairy star. You could be connected with the fairies, right? Is used as a symbol in modern magic. It has several names, including a fairy star, an elven star, used to represent the world of fairies. It is believed the star is as important as the number 7 is in various spiritual traditions, right, of the world. It can also provide a bridge, a portal to the Fae and the elemental kingdom of magic. It's not to be used recklessly or carelessly. And I feel like too, like connecting with the elementals is important for this pal right here too, right? You're connected to probably wildlife, to otherworldly spirit animals as well. The elementals like fairies, gnomes, dragons, that kind of folklore, right? And things like that, mermaids and things like that. So your divinity, your affinity with these things are beautiful, right? Connected to earth and water. Look at that, water too, right? Venus, ooh, and love. I am love, born of sea foam, where water and air, look at that, what we're talking about, but now water, air, and earth. So like you have a balancing energy to you too. Your energy is very alchemized. It's very alchemized, right? You have all the balancing of the elements existing from within you, right? I am love, born of sea foam, where water and air commingle. From the deep waters of creation, I bring beauty, sensuality, desire, and good fortune. My star, look at another star, another star. Oh my gosh, another star. My star planet Venus rules relationships. So this could be about relationships too, right? Intimacy, right? Succumbing to the pleasures of love. You might be shy about succumbing to the pleasures of love. Whether you're in a relationship or not, this may be what holds you back, your reserved nature, because of succumbing to the pleasures of authentic love, genuine love, of an actual connection. Sex is a gift from the divine. So maybe even being celibate, abstinent, saving yourself, preserving your energy, having a life partner that, or if you're in a relationship and stuff like that, if you chose this one, if you're in a relationship, exploring the tantric side with your lover, your divine counterpart, your husband, your wife, whatever the case may be, right? Love is the highest vibration. Tune into, or this is like moving forward in a relationship, like let's say friends into lovers, like things like that. It's like progressing forward, shy, like reserved, like innocently, like playfully, like youthfully. So it's like even if you've had previous relationships before that did not work out and all this kind of stuff, and let's say you have tons of life experience and all this kind of thing, this experience brings you back into that youthful nature of like nervousness, like, you know what I mean, like that childlike fascinate, like, like it's just shy, like that's what I'm getting. Like someone could be shy about how they feel towards you, right? So love is the highest vibration. Tune into it. As you give love, so shall you receive, right? And then you have security, right? So I choose to feel secure and to work so that my bank account is full, and you bringing in that cash flow. Mirror seer here, right? I do not know how to say I love you. So yeah, this is definitely about love, right? Too, right? So I do not know how to say I love you in every way. In every way, I love you. I am coming home. I'm coming home. Thank you for being patient with me and awakening and allowing for my vulnerability to be safe with you. And this could also be within yourself. So you're drawing in love. So this pile right here, you're drawing in a deeper sense of intimacy, whether you're partnered or not. That's how I feel, because I feel like there's certain people in here that do have a divine counterpart or a relationship too. So I don't want to count that out and be like, oh, what about me if I chose this? I feel like there's a deepening of intimacy that could be happening, that both you and your lover, like this could be like tantric, this could be like trying new positions, this could be um like doing like those couple cards, like asking each other like intimate personal questions and sitting there do the truth, or playing like those kind of like intimacy games, like like undress slowly in front of your partner, have your partner remove a certain leveling a certain article of clothing as slow as possible, stare into their eyes while doing it, like like shit like that. Don't let me. I got my Pisces moon. I'll be crazy. I go deep into the seas about a lot of things. You know what I mean? So, self-play is like one of my favorite my topics of conversation. I know I live an abstinent and celibate kind of life and all this kind of stuff. That doesn't mean a girl can't imagine. You know what I'm saying? So here we are, right? So yeah, healthy imagination, diving into certain levels of intimacy and stuff like that, right? Exploring friendship deeper. Right? Sure, exploring, like realizing sex is a gift from the divine, and maybe being intimate for the first time, or being intimate, more deeper intimate, like trying new things out and stuff, or maybe even like if you're shy and you're reserved, and putting on a costume, like and doing that with your partner, like something that you've never done before, like playing nurse, or let me be your superstar. Like come here, like something like that too, right? All right, moving forward. Okay, this is fun. All right, so those of you who chose the pile 4, whatever the case may be, what is going on? What other messages do we have for those of you? See, look, I looked down and I saw instinctual bliss, right? This instinctual bliss. It's like, look at, you could even have Taurus, or a North Node in Taurus or something, or a Venus in Taurus or something like that, right? So it's just like, it's the second chakra, Selena in Taurus, right? My senses rejoice of the generosity of Demeter and the laugh of Dionysus. For time and eternity, I am a virgin, forever experiencing the caress of the bountiful world as the first time. So it's like, yeah, so it's like two people consummating their relationship too, right? Both who have been abstinent, celibate, or maybe virgin. So maybe virgins giving themselves to each other in that kind of light, like, maybe we're not virgins, but maybe, both have been serious about their healing journey, or their celibacy, or their act, like, like whatever. And then this is also partners divulging into one another and being together, right? Do we need a reason to be happy, right? Do we need a past and a future to feel joy? Can't just the present moment be an explosion of eternity? Is it more precious to say, I will love you forever, or to say, I love you now? There is simplicity and joy and pure bliss experiencing this, right? And the ecstasy that joy brings, like a waterfall to the senses, right? The artist, subtly sensing the unified soul of the world as eternity forever beginning, found the perfect model to create the masterpiece of his life. You might be a muse for somebody, right? Or lovers being each other's muse. I love that. But no matter how great his earthly success, it will also lose the ordinary miracle of youth. Let's just be now. And so someone could be coming into, like, it's just being now, right? Caught into this bliss of this kiss, of this journey, right? The promise of unending love. What? What? The promise of unending love. Okay, so this is deep. This is love. This is if you chose this pile, this is about romance. This is about connecting. This is about um giving into romance, giving into love, surrendering to that, right? Um I welcome a love that would bring me my death. I gave myself gladly, all of myself, because that love was bound to take all of my life until the last breath. Fourth chakra, moon in Gemini. Romeo and Juliet is a story of an immature love, a love that cannot detach itself from death, a love that never learned how to compromise, how to think, a love that thrived on drama as much as it thrived on kisses, but a love that has no Romeo and Juliet within is just an arranged love of convenience, empty words, and used gestures. A love is a promise that has no end. It may end, of course, but as long as there is love, one cannot see the end. And once one can see the end, love is gone. So this is being in love. This is being in love. Look at this. And this could be coming out in the full moon too. So this is enjoying, like whether you're in a couple, like if you're a couple or not yet, this is having that experience, right? That's having this experience. Like a flower in spring, the temptation of pleasure, right? So it's like a 5-6, so it's coming from challenge to balance, right? It's like a flower in spring. So this is spring, right? Blossoming, something is blossoming this spring, some kind of pleasure, right? Scorpio kind of energy, Taurus kind of energy too, polar opposites type of energy, right? Bringing in pleasure to one another. I like this. What other messages do we have for those that chose this pile? The roads to regret or remorse. So the advice that I'm getting here too is, if no act is done, what path do you create? So if you don't surrender to the call of pleasure, like if you keep on holding yourself back, it might lead you to the road to regret or remorse, right? So don't do that to yourself. Right? Sorry. Sure. The lightness of being, right? And so it's, yeah, it's surrendering to the lightness of being, to not live with regret, and to actually allow yourself the opportunity to experience bliss, pleasure, and intimacy at its most truest authentic forms. I love that. All right, let's see what ABC oracles we have for you here. Uh-oh, there's a lot. All right, so let's see. Right? Someone can feel like you're taunting them, right? Especially if they deny how they feel inside. Like, especially if you're denying certain kind of desires, it feels like a taunt in some kind of way, right? So it's like getting into the science of your own alchemy of pleasure. Right, because I'm seeing that too, right? So what are we seeing? So fasting, somebody could be fasting or learning about fasting, right? Firstborn, something with the firstborn. Um, Here you could be traveling, going through a new door, right? Last name Wang, or names can be, you can start with a G, WAMK, B. There's a lot of B's here. L, right? First or last initials, K, B, M, W, S, V, J, right? Hollywood, um, Hawaii. Someone can live in Hawaii, go to Hawaii. Copen something, Copen something, Copen, COPEN. I'm just seeing so far, and then I don't know. Somebody could be working a bank, going to the bank, transferring. Somebody could be updating their will. Proposal. Costa Rica again, I'm seeing. Mexico. Somebody could be spying on you. Seeing what you're up to. Somebody wants to talk to you. Cameo, something about cameo. Kate, Kylie, Ben, Bridge. Something cost a lot of money. Texas. Kingsborough. I get Brooklyn, maybe. Kingsbridge. I don't know. Jamaica. Germany. Drake. Somebody could be going into the woods. Okay. Where are we going? Okay, let's highlight some situations going on over here. It's gonna have to be a quick one though. So I may not get all the situations, so don't think that that doesn't mean that the rest of the messages don't apply to you. I'm on time now, right? Please don't give up on me. I'm trying to change, but it takes time, right? So there's the challenge to like life path number 5, life path number 7, life path number 6, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm seeing synchronicities like your name, right? So somebody is really into you, right? Whether you're partnered with this person or not, like don't doubt how this person feels. I'm conflicted about whether I have what it takes to be your partner, right? Life path number 8, you could be born 1985, 1986, 1987, right? Life path 7, life path 1. I'll contact you when I'm able to. Right now, my life is too complicated to bring you into it, but know that I do want to talk to you. So somebody could just be work focused too, because this person looks like he's working and stuff like that. So career could be an important aspect in somebody's life, but they're starting to see that with divine timing and with right. And if you are coupled with somebody too, your careers could be making intimacy more challenging, and so now that's the bridge that you're crossing. That's how I hear that and stuff like that, right? So somebody's making their way towards you if they're not there already, for whoever that's going to apply for. And then for those that are coupled, it's that work and all this kind of stuff has maybe caused, maybe not a rift, but just, you know, a certain kind of like disconnect that you're working on again, you know, something like that. Let's see who's here. Be life path number 5. You could be going through a challenge, right? 555, right? Got Pisces up in here, Taurus up in here. You could be 26 years old. You could be born in 1986, 1985. Pisces, you can have Capricorn in your chart, you can have Scorpio in your chart, you can have Cancer, you could have been born in 1982, 1988, 1983, 4, and 1981, 1985. It could be Aries, you can have Gemini in your chart, dealing with these signs too. Capricorn, like I said, Taurus, Capricorn again. You could have been born in October, November, February. Could have been born in 1965. You could be 65 years old, 59 years old. You could be 26 years old, 23 years old, 25 years old. You could be 51 years old, right? Yeah. You could have a moon in an earth sign. Life path 8, life path 6, life path 5. Scorpio. Right? Thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning in. If you like this video, I hope you like this. If you feel free to check out other signs as well. I want to final messages for those of you that choose pile 4. What other messages do we have for those tapped in, turned on, tuned in? Right? Allowing, right? So radical acceptance of yes to reality in any given moment. So what's needed can come next, right? So here we're opening ourselves up to that. That's amazing, right? You're allowing for this occurrence, for this intimacy, for this growth to happen, right? Energetic clearing, right? So in crisis, the Holy One herself may be emptying you of fear and attachments, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. I love that. Right, what other messages do we have for those tapped in, turned on, tuned in? Surrender. Okay, so you're surrendering. Sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if you're dying. The ego learns what's hardest to stop trying to control the whole universe, right? What other messages do we have for those tapped in, turned on, tuned in? Right, divine abundance. You were born to align with love's will, follow the Tao, and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chase it, right? Two more, and then we gotta go. Too many. Oh, that was 2 more right here. Inner child and grief. Tears are what happens when the ice in the heart melts, right? And so healing certain grievances too, right? That's important because you don't want to carry those grievances into your most important intimate relationships, because usually that's why we're so sometimes detached or disconnected, because of fear of this grief that may have been something that we have experienced, right? So healing that grief from our inner child, right? Allow me to give compassion and love to that little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings, right? 2 more, just because. Eve, limitless. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. Chant that. Let that be your mantra. See yourself open to receive in the most miraculous ways. The divine can use anything and anyone. I love that. Thank you so much. I hope you all enjoyed this. Feel free to check out other piles if you feel called to. Every single pile was absolutely different. So there might be messages in all the piles for you to take with it. Use your discernment. Don't make something fit that doesn't fit. Either way, this is entertainment for your entertainment. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, check out the description box to keep up to par with what's going on, and also to keep tabs with me with the master link. Okay, thank you so much. You can also find me on Instagram at Enchantress, ENCHANTRESS. That's me, the one and only. Thank you so much. Bye bye.